So this is tutorial number 3 on how to build a popsicle stick house, and in this one I'll be showing you how to do the external siding and just making the outside of it look nice and tips and tricks and stuff. So, so you're going to want to make sure you've got everything that you want done on the inside done, like your drywall, or if you're going to do that, all your internal walls and all that stuff. So do all that first, and now we're going to be putting on the siding. Now for this house, if you look at the bottom, it's not just one stick across, it's one stick and then this piece of this one. So when we're doing the siding, if you look at from this back side, one stick isn't going to fit all the way across, so it needs to be wider than that. So we're going to have half and then half. So there's going to be a seam down the center, but that's okay. I'll show you how to do it. So just put the stick down where it should be, and then just draw your line and then cut it. So it should be, about that big. Goes about halfway across. And of course it depends on what you're doing. If you have like a big long wall, you're just gonna trim off the ends of these and then just have like longer sticks, because you don't want a circly piece to be right here, because then they won't fit together. You want to have two flat pieces right here. Do you know what I mean? Like where the boards meet each other, you don't want it to be like this. They should be flat. And then for the edges, you could have round edges like this, or you can have flat edges. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be doing round edges. So to figure out how far across you should be putting these, you're just going to, put this one here and put this one here, just to figure out how far, just like where they should be, so one's not like way overlapping the other one. So, alright, see there. Now once we've got everything cut and ready to go, you're just going to put glue on there and just put it on there. And I would suggest working from bottom to top, because that's of course easier because of gravity, but you can do it however you want. So now that we've got the first board on, you could just go up from there. Just try to cut at the same spot, and really that's it. To point out a mistake I made when I started making the other house, when you glue this on, there's going to be glue coming out here. Make sure you wipe this glue off while it's still wet. Like, don't use too much glue when you're doing the siding. What I do is wherever there's a board, or a stick I should say, I just put a dot. So put a dot there, there, and there. And then I just press the new piece on. And, but glue will squeeze out here, so make sure you just rub that off. Even if it's still super hot, it won't really burn you. So just make sure you get that off before it dries, because if it's dry, it really sucks trying to get it off. And then if you have the round corners, when you're all done going up, fill these little openings, fill them in with glue, but not with too much glue. Like fill them in, let it sit for a second, then like rub your finger over it, like push the glue in a little bit, but just so it's not open like that. But I mean, that's really all I have to say about siding. Now, another sort of cool thing you could do is, if you want to make it a little artsy, you could put another layer of popsicle sticks over it, like with ends that you cut off. Like glue it over there, and then glue like, this piece. Just put it in like a random pattern, just by like using little pieces. Glue like another one on here, and like a little mini end piece, like a brick pattern, but like random. Like I don't know if you know what I mean. Like all different sizes of just like little pieces. Just glue it all over, so it's like not just like all symmetrical and stuff. So that's really all there is for siding. Okay, so I went ahead and finished the siding, and like I said before, this is how I want it to look, unfinished, on purpose. So yeah, one thing you want to keep in mind is stay about one stick away from the top here. We're gonna finish that later after the roof is on. So don't be putting a stick there. Leave a space. And I also did. This is just sort of to show all the different things I could do. You got normal siding, this kind of siding, where it's like all random and cool like that, and then like vertical up and down siding. You've got the flat edge and the round edge, which I went ahead and filled in with glue, so you can't like see through it. But yeah, that's what it looks like from the inside. One thing I forgot to mention, when you're doing the siding going up to the window, you're gonna do, you know, because there's no siding, of course, where the window is. So the pieces on the side of the window are gonna be, you know, a little smaller than the pieces below and above the window. So when you're at the very bottom going up, and all of a sudden you get to the window, the first piece that starts covering over the window should not be a full piece. Split that into two side pieces, one on the left, one on the right side of the window, and then go up from there. And then once you get to the top of the window, the first piece that isn't going to cover over the window, then that piece should be where you start. So then you'll have at the top and the bottom of the window, there will be a little gap sort of thing, and then you're gonna have to cut a popsicle stick in half, or not maybe in half, but like, you know, to the right size in order for it to fit there. So kind of confusing, but you can see what I mean here in this picture that is being displayed right now. So yeah.